Hey everyone, Miss Cutrera here. Today we're going to be drawing Shadow the Hedgehog, the easy version. So here we go. All right, so our materials, we have our alcohol markers, we have our color pencils, and we're using a Sharpie. All right, so first we're going to make the nose, which is a little oval. And then his eyes. So coming around. It's a little different eye shape than Sonic. Shadow has more pointy at the top, and it kind of comes down farther in the middle to make him kind of the angry face. Alright, and then we're going to give him a little frowning side. Okay, then he has these red lines right here. And then kind of like almost eyebrows, but they're more like the fur that's pulled and wrinkled back. Then we have the two ears right here, and then the top part of his spike, his middle spike, and then his side spike. So notice how the size I'm using, try not to do it too small or too large. I kind of did mine at the like max size because the feet are barely going to fit on the paper. So next time I think I would have tried to draw it a little smaller, but it just fit perfect. So it did work, but it can be unfortunate when you draw something and then it kind of goes off the paper, but sometimes that's okay. It kind of shows movement. All right, so we just drew the body and then his legs, very simple. And then his arms, same thing. So it's a lot like Sonic, our basic level 1 Sonic. This is our level 1 Shadow. So the fists are going to be slightly on a different angle. So here are his gloves. So if this is pretty easy for you guys, stay tuned for the level 2, which is the same exact drawing, but we're just going to show you guys how to shade it better and make it have more highlights and reflections. But it's going to be the same drawing. So if you do the same drawing and then you can watch the second video, the second half, we're going to talk about how to shade better. Or you could do both, and the more practice, the better. All right, so we just did more of his spikes. And notice how the bottom ones kind of overlap in front of the top ones. And then we have his ears that curve. The bottom part curves, and then the middle part, then we have a little frown face right there. And then his white fur right here. Last time I did Shadow, I was gonna say Sonic, but last time I did Shadow, I did tan fur because the source material from the movie, it was tan in the photo, but I didn't realize that he actually does have white fur on his chest. And a lot of people were all commenting that they really liked it, but I messed up on that part. So don't worry, we're gonna fix it this time. They also said, I think right there where these little red lines are gonna be, I did a little bit too much red. So thanks for the comments if you were one of them. And that's the thing about art, guys. You're gonna mess up, you might do something wrong, but the next time you do it, you just learn from your mistake. All right, so we have the fist, very simple. Here's his like knuckle right here. There's his thumb. And then the inside of his hand and his finger kind of curling up. So it is going kind of fast just because I don't want it too long. So if it is too fast, remember to pause it. Remember, it's best to do pencil, then marker on top. That's what I do. So if I mess up, I can kind of fix it. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, now for the feet. Now we're gonna do the tongue right here. Now I don't know if, I think I did the feet about right. I think the source material, the feet are pretty big and his hands, but I almost feel like it might have been slightly too big, but it also kind of looks like the angle where you would basically be more near the ground and he'd be more above you, and then that way his feet would be larger like this. So I think it looks good. So we're doing the same on each side. Remember, that's called symmetry, symmetrical, kind of like a mirror. So that's what's easy about this one. Everything you do on one side, we're going to repeat on the other. Now, one thing about this is the detail in the shoes. So it kind of has a heel. He has like a heel right there. Then it curves to the front, and then the toe kind of curls up. So we're going to just draw a straight line across with another straight line there, and then we're going to connect it almost like a rectangle or a trapezoid because it's kind of on the angle. Then it curves down. All right, same thing on the other side. Trying to do as simple lines as possible. Then come back around. Awesome, just like that. All right, same thing on that side. I did go on a little trip recently, so I kind of took a while to upload this one. I already drew it, but it took a while for me to edit, so apologize for that. I'll be getting some new content out soon. We have the advanced one coming out, and we're gonna try to do the G-Wagon Mercedes, and then we're gonna go back to some more Sonic content, and then we're gonna switch it up to something else. So I still want to do some more of the Sonic characters, some of the advanced forms of Shadow and Sonic. All right, so he has those cool details in the bottom. Now let's do the eyes. We're going to do 2 ovals. So a bigger oval and then his pupil on the inside. All right, we're going to fast forward. We're going to color it in. I'm going to explain the coloring process. So here we go. All right, so let's talk about the process. What we first start with is WG01. That is the lightest gray in my color alcohol colors. So we start off with that around the areas that might have shadow, right? So that would be under his gold rings, under the sides of his shoes, and the top part of the shoe where is under the gold ring, on the bottom sides of the gold ring, as well as the bottom of his shoes. And then we also do a shadow for him to be standing on top of. And then we add the next layer of WG03 and WG05. So wherever we think we can make it darker, so we kind of build up the layers of shadows. And now we are getting our white color pencil to define his arms, because the black arms on the black hair and everything is just blending in. So the white color pencil really helps to define where everything is, and adding a little texture, adding a little highlights. And then we also have the white pen for some extra reflection. And then I did do a little black shadow with the color pencil as well. So there it is, guys. This is level 2. So we do plan to do a harder version of level 3, but it's going to be in a different pose. And we do plan to have some more videos on how to become a better artist. So how to improve your skills on different lessons. So stay tuned for those videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.